Okay, to our guest, Lady Savage, we welcome you.
Thank you.
And my name is Skylar Parker, and this is the production of the Communications Magnet. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Lady Savage is a female hip hop artist based out of Dallas, Texas. We Make Real Music, which is a well-known record label here in the city. But we not only, music is not the only thing that we do. Music is basically like the icing on the cake, the fun part. But we big on being in a community and mentoring and giving back, feeding the homeless, and give back to the youth. So.
Okay.
And we also a big movement of love and loyalty. That's what we really is, a movement of love and loyalty to show everybody that you don't have to be the same race or come from the same hood to have love for each other. So that's what we want to show people.
How old were you when WMRM took you in as one of their artists?
They didn't take me in as an artist. They took me in as a little sister, family first. We family first and then the music last. But that happened about 2012. I was probably 19 or 20. I was probably 19 or 20 at the time when my cousin, actually, he was on this site called Bebo. Have you heard of Bebo?
Mm-hmm. I have.
So he was on this site, and he ran across Bruce Wayne, which is CEO, my big brother, We Make Real Music. And he was hitting him up like, man, you should check out my little sister. He called me a sister, but we cousins, So he was like, you should check out my little sister. She go hard, this and that. So Bruce Wayne, he never hit him back. He was like, man, that's a female. I ain't gonna check her out. She a chick, so nah. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin was consistent with it. He just kept hitting him up. Hey, did you check out my little sister yet? Did you check her out? So Bruce Wayne say he felt guilty about that, so he ended up checking me out. And since then, we've been locked in.
Okay. At what age did you think or say rapping is the career that I choose to go to?
I was 15 years old. I started rapping when I was 11, but as the years passed, and I started off, it was just like a joke, I wouldn't say a joke, but it was just something to do, just something to do at the time. And me and my friend, we was in class, and everybody, all the other students, they coming up with different groups or whatever, different rap groups. So that's just something we decided to join in on too. And I didn't know that later on down the line, it was something that I actually be, doing it as a career. Mm-hmm. So I just stuck with it. So when I was 15 years old, that's when I started taking it serious. Freshman in high school.
Okay. What examples are you trying for the youth to see inside of your music?
Say that again.
Like, what examples is your music setting for the youth?
My music, what examples my music? The difference between my music is that I don't glamorize the money, the fame, and this and that, and all the things about, things that you see on TV that, somebody that you may look up to, what I'm saying? I don't glamorize all that. My music have a lot of messages in it and let you know, hey, don't do this or don't do that. So my music is basically, it have a lot of content and depth to it,
Yeah. Have you come to a point in your career where you were second guessing your career choice, and if so, why?
Well, my first love was basketball, So after I got into the rapping or whatever, I started taking rapping more serious than basketball, and I kind of like put hooping to the side, and I stuck with rapping. But once you actually get in the game, and then you see everything that come with it, it can kind of discourage you sometimes because it can get hard. You can have personal issues that's going on with you and your family, or, anything that's going on outside of your home in your neighborhood, and, it could distract you. So.
Okay, so when you were younger, did you think you were going to be a basketball player?
Yeah, I did. I thought I was going to go to the pros, go to college, go to the pros and hoop, but, I guess the rapping outweighed that, and, this became my number one. So.
Okay, so does your music come from personal experiences?
Yeah, anything I write, it comes from either how I'm feeling, something I done witnessed, experienced, so yeah, it is personal, everything's personal.
Okay, so how do you view the rap game?
How do I view the rap game? I think the rap game, I would say, it's watered down because it's like everybody rapping about the same thing, everybody talking about the same thing, everybody want to do the same thing and doing the same thing, and it's like they following somebody else. Ain't nobody trying to set their own trends and step in their own lane and do their own thing. They want to be just like the Waka Flockas and the Wiz Khalifas and the Rick Rosses and the Nicki Minaj's. Don't nobody want to be their own person and step in their own lane.
That's good. Did you have an opportunity to see Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what's your opinion on the movie?
I think it was a great movie because it's basically it's basically showing you, you know, it's history. You know, they really just made a story, a movie out of, you know, what they did back then and the impact they had on the hip hop industry. So I feel like it was a great movie, and it had the DOC in there, in which a lot of people don't know that the DOC, he from Dallas, West Dallas, the same part of, he's from the same side as me, you know what I'm saying? He's from West Dallas, and he was writing a lot of the, you know what I'm saying? He was writing a lot of that music that was coming from NWA, and a lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? And he was somebody that really inspired me, you know, to really want to chase my dreams and go after my music. And I think that was big for Dallas too, you know, to you know, for them to see the doc in there and, you know, like, hey, this one of our own. You know, so I think it was a great movie just to show their movement, period, and show everything that they accomplished and really how everything played out, you know.
Do you think the hip hop industry from back then is the same now?
Nah, it ain't. It's harder. I think it's harder now. They might say it's easier now, but I say it's harder. Then people rapped because they actually could rap. Now everybody rapping because they think it's easy and they see somebody else doing it. They think it's cool. Or, oh, this gonna give me the girls. Or, man, this gonna give me this car and this house that I want. But, you know, that's just what I think.
Okay. So do you think it's time for a movie to come out with girls like Straight Outta Compton?
I haven't really thought about that, but for the girls, I mean, that movie wasn't really just for the men. It was about the NWA movement, period. You know, so I don't know if the females, anybody from Compton that's a young lady and they want to, I guess, make a movie about, you know, them growing up or whatever. You know, it's cool. I'm with it. I'm for the ladies. You know, I'm representing for us.
So, is there anyone particular that motivates you and keep you grinding to get like higher and higher in your position?
Man, my big brother Bruce Wayne, CEO of We Make Real Music, he be on me, man. He be on me. Him and our pastor Omar, you know, they really motivate me a lot because they really big on being out here in the community and trying to stop gang violence and trying to help the youth and really get all the youngsters on the right path. So Bruce Wayne and our pastor Omar, they're a major influence in my life, and I really look up to them as role models.
Okay. So as a rapper with high visibility, do you consider yourself as a role model? If so, why? If not, why not?
Do I consider? I would consider myself a role model because a lot of young people do look up to me, like, and not just young, you know, it's from under my age to older than me. You know, people look up to me and they say that my music inspired them and it helped them get through their days. And if they feel in a certain way, you know, it can change their mood, or my music speaks to personal experiences that's going on in their life. So yeah, I would say that I'm a role model because I have so many people looking up to me and people really looking forward to us making it, you know, to change a bunch of situations. So yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So what do you think about old school rappers compared to new school rappers?
Old school rappers compared to new school rappers. Well, the old school rappers, they had music that's still being played right now today. You know, music that have content and message based, and you know, you can feel that in your soul, you can feel it in your spirit. And the youngsters now, all their music is just turned up. It's time to go party. It's time to go do this. It's time to go do that. So the difference between the old school and the young school is now it's all about swag. Then it was about, you know, you speaking on what's going on in your life and stuff that you are really going through, and not just fantasies and, you know, stuff that, you know, just anything, just having fun.
Okay. So on your album, Access Granted, what are some of these songs about? Like, did these songs come to you going through your day, or did it take like, okay, well, this day this happened, and then like a week from now this happened?
Well, yeah, basically, like you were saying when you asked me, was anything that I write, does it come from personal experiences? Yes, like any song that I come up with, it all depends on how I was feeling that day or how I was feeling in that moment. And like for number 2 on the CD, Don't Let the Devil In, that song is basically about you not worrying about the people that's hating on you and the people that's talking down, dissing you, no matter who it is, if it's your friends, your family, or somebody who never met you, period. And this song is basically letting you know, hey man, that's just the devil trying to get to you, so keep them away, don't let them in.
Okay. So what are some of the events you have coming up?
November 15th, I want you to come to.
Okay.
And Miss Regina, your mom.
Right.
Boosie, you know, Boosie have diabetes, right?
Yes.
So November 15th on a Sunday, he is having a celebrity basketball game called Balling Against Diabetes at PC Cobb Athletic Complex. And I'll be performing at the halftime show. You can go online at ballagainstdiabetes.eventbrite.com to get tickets, order online, or you can pay at the door. So I want y'all to come out, everybody to come out to that. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. And my grandmother actually had diabetes too, and that was actually part of what caused her death. So I'm gonna be there, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. So we're gonna take questions from the audience. Are there any questions for Lady Savage? Any questions? Okay.
What inspired me? Well, what I was telling her before, what I started it was just me and a bunch of people in my classroom, and they was coming up with different rap groups and this and that. So me and my homegirl just said, we gonna do it too, but we didn't think we was gonna take it serious. So, and we was 11 at the time. We was just kids at the time. So as time progressed and years passed, you know, I started to take it more serious when I actually heard one of the CDs called Sacrifice and Dedication from somebody that's from my same neighborhood, West Dallas, named, we called him Truth Rocks, but his name's Jermichael Wilson. But right now he currently incarcerated doing a lot of time, you know. And actually when I heard that CD, he was 18, I was like 14 at the time. That really made me, I heard that album and I'm like, man, this right here speaking on what's going around us, it's speaking on situations that's happening right now. So that made me want to change up my whole rap game, because at first I was rapping about a bunch of nonsense. And I still got papers right now to when I first started rapping. I still got those old raps, and I look at those papers now and be like, I can't even believe I wrote this. You know what I'm saying? So I just started taking it serious when I heard that CD.
Any more questions?
Who I think? Oh, you trying to start some, huh? Who gonna win? I don't know, man. I know I'm gonna be there supporting, so I'm gonna be there to support whoever. I'm gonna be on both sides, back and forth. So, hey.
Any other questions?
Y'all got me stuck. I'm from the West. Y'all trying to have me stuck in the South and the East. I'm way on the side. But I don't know. If I have a quote for y'all, what would that quote be? Let's see. A quote. Let me see. That's a good one. It has to be a quote. It can't just be a message to y'all. Like, okay. I would say. Well, it's not really a quote, but I just want to say basically, whatever it is that you want to do, and you know, whatever dreams or whatever you're trying to accomplish, man, all you have to do is go after that. And as long as you keep God first, you stay humble and you stay loyal, and you grind hard, you can do anything. You can make it happen. You just gotta have faith and believe in God, and you know, and then things gonna happen for you. I promise that.
Okay, well, this concludes our interview with Lady Savage. Thank you for coming.
Thank y'all for having me.